Hey there, welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to swatch some dot cards with you. I've got some samples from Daniel Smith, Schmincke and Maimeri Blu that I can't wait to swatch. And yeah, let's get started. So I want to start with this Daniel Smith sample from Thomas Schaller palette, and unfortunately they don't seem to put pigments information on the swatch card, but yeah, I'll try to find that information and put it on here. I was thinking I might want to do like a black line to check out the opacity of the color, so I'll do that and I'll come back. Alright, so the first color of this chart is Jadeite Genuine, which is a color for the Primatech series, which it has had a bit of a scandal lately. You probably know about it, and if you don't, well, you can really find a lot of videos on, but it's mainly about the composition, which is not totally what people thought it was or what they claim it to be. Anyway, this is a semi-transparent, non-staining and granulating color with a excellent light fastness rating. I have to say it's really beautiful, this color, it's amazing. Look, the green, I mean, it's really intense and very natural. I'm also liking the granulation I'm seeing there. I couldn't find any info on the pigments though, but yeah, here's the color. We'll see once it's dry how it looks. The next color is French Ochre, and this is a transparent, non-staining and granulating color that it's made with the pigment PY43, and yeah, I can tell it's non-staining. It's rather not really reactivating very well, or it's very light. No, it's probably taking a bit to reactivate. It looks semi-transparent to me, but yeah. We'll see once it's dry. Again, very beautiful, useful color. The next color is another Primatech color, and it's Serpentine Genuine. It's another green, and it's funny to me that it doesn't seem to come with any pigment information on their website, and I mean, it is interesting. It's weird because the other colors, they all do come with that info, and these two Primatech ones, they don't, so that should have been a hint to what was going on. Anyway, this color, it has a very high light fastness and it's a non-staining, granulating, semi-transparent color. I'm already seeing some granulation happening and some color separation, which I really like the effect of. So that's a really nice color. I like both of them, but yeah. Up next we have new Gamboge, which is a transparent, low staining, non-granulating color. Wow, this is really, really vibrant yellow. It's a problem, guys, because I really fancy all of them up till now, so yeah, it's probably a problem there. This is said to be an organic pigment from the a bit more staining than yellow ochre. Up next we have Permanent Orange. I'm not an orange person, but this is quite beautiful. This is made up of PO62 and is a transparent, low staining, non-granulating color with excellent light fast rating. Next we have a Cadmium Red Medium Hue. So this is a double pigment color. It's made with PY53 and PR244. It's a very vibrant red, semi-opaque, low staining and non-granulating color with a high light fastness rating. The next one is Permanent Alazarine Crimson.
This is a
cooler red, transparent color, and well, it's lovely if you ask me. Next off we have a purple, Imperial purple. Normally I really enjoy purple colors. This one is made with PB19 and PB29. It's semi-transparent, low staining and granulating. It's very light fast as well, which is a plus always. Next we have Lavender. So this semi-transparent lavender blue has very good granulation properties and is made with 3 pigments, which are PW6, PV15 and PB29. It's low staining and semi-transparent, which I think I've already said, but yeah, better twice than nothing. Next up is Cobalt Blue. So this is made with PB28 pigment. It's semi-transparent, low staining and granulating, and has excellent light fastness properties. This is obviously a primary option. And next we have another one, which is French Ultramarine. is a warm, transparent, granulating and medium staining color. Obviously, PB29 is a light fast color. I'm really liking this palette this far. Let's see, this manganese blue hue sounds interesting. This is a cool blue. It has good, very good light fastness ratings. It's transparent, granulating, and it's medium staining. It's very interesting. Turquoise. So far, all of the colors have really reactivated very nicely. I can already tell I will love the next color, which is Cobalt Teal Blue. I really like teals, so I have to say this palette is a really nice, interesting one. Let's see, this one is PG50, made out of the pigment PG50. It's non-staining, granulating, semi-transparent, and it has excellent light fastness ratings. Next we have Raw Umber. This is a rich, dark brown, low staining, semi-transparent and granulating color. It's made with PBR7. It says here on the side that it mixes well with cobalt blue or cobalt violet, which, well, we do have one of those in this palette. Next off we have another primary color, Cadmium Yellow Light Hue, which would be your cold yellow for the palette. This color is made out of 3 pigments, which I think is a bit weird, but it's made with PY53, PY138 and PY3. It has good light fastener properties, it's low staining and semi-opaque. It's also non-granulating. The next color of this palette is Burnt Sienna Light. Let's see this one. Oh wow, this is very warm and has a very nice red tone. It's, well, transparent and has excellent light fastness properties. I really like this color. I think that it can really be useful in both portraits or landscape. It's a really versatile color, really nice. It's made of a PR101 and PO48. It's non-granulating and non-staining. I mean, it does look a bit staining to me anyway. The next color is Burnt Sienna, and we'll see the difference with Burnt Sienna Light. Okay, so I wouldn't have really put those two in the same palette. So looking at them, I mean, they are pretty similar. I can see some differences. It's semi-transparent, while this is more transparent. This is more granulating than this one. And yeah, they both seem to be very light fast, and I don't know, I'm not sure whether I would have put both in the same palette. They are both very nice colors, so yeah, it depends whether you prefer more transparency or more granulating. Anyway, let's go on and try the last color, which is one I was really curious about when watching, checking out the Daniel Smith line, and this is a Lunar Violet. Again, as I said before, I do like purples, so I did expect it to be a bit more violet. This looks to me more of a neutral tint, and it's not even very purple. It's more of a black. At least it looks more black to me than anything else. So this is made with two pigments, PV15 and PBK11. It's semi-transparent, low staining and granulating. I mean, it's a very nice color, a very warm, rich, sort of nighty sky color. But yeah, I expected something else. I think this is more like a neutral tint in the palette, which is a very nice one, I have to say. I would take out probably a couple of colors, but these are lovely, and we'll check them a bit more later. I especially really like this Jadeite Genuine, and both the Prime Attack are really, really nice. They look lovely to me, though I'm not sure whether I want to buy them because of the scandal. I don't know what to think about that, really. Tell me what you think in the comments. I really would love to know that. But yeah, we'll check these out maybe when they're completely dry and see how they look afterwards. Now let's swatch some Schmincke. So these dots are more precise and less generous indeed. But here we have some interesting colors to swatch. The first of them is Potter's Pink, which I do have the Winsor & Newton one and think it's a incredible color. I tried to get some information on their website for pigments and stuff, and it was a bit difficult. Anyway, this color, Potter's Pink, is a very granulating color which can make very, very interesting mixes. I mean, you can already tell how very granulating it is. We have Cobalt Violet Hue, which is transparent and non-stating. It is a granulating color as well, and I can already see that here. I mean, they also really chose a nice paper for the swatches purposes, I think. It does enhance the granulating properties, and yeah, they made a good choice there. Next off we have Cobalt Azure, which is the first time I see. This is again another granulating color, which it seems to be something all of this small swatch sheet have in common. Probably that's why the paper it's what it is. All of the color, well, these three, the first three colors are very good light fast wise, while the last three are super good, are excellent. So the next one is Viridian. Next we have Mahogany Brown. This is semi-opaque, granulating again. Actually it looks to me like is one of the most granulating within these colors. It doesn't seem to be very staining though. Next one is Mars Black, which I wouldn't want to know which pigment it's made of, because I really would like to find a black to try and replicate some of the supervision colors, granulating colors that you can see on AliExpress, and I think that some of those you can get with a particular black pigment, which I'm having trouble to find here in Europe. I've seen a video of the Frugal Crafter, but yeah, the brands that she mentioned, they are not really available here, and but I'm wondering if this would be it. Unfortunately, on the Schmincke side, it's very difficult to get the pigments information. It's really strange. I also don't understand why they wouldn't put that info here on the swatch sheets. Anyway, and here we have some Maimeri Blu to swatch. So here we have a bit more information. This is unfortunately not on watercolor paper as far as I can tell, so they did include two postcards, two Canson Heritage postcards, which is a very, very nice paper, but because of the postcard thing, I really wanted to keep them and see, you know, if I want to send something cute to somebody. I mean, this is really nice. So yeah, I didn't want to use them, but I found some watercolor scrap papers I made. So if this will not work, I will change up there, and afterwards I will put all the info. So first off we have Pyro Orange, which is very light fast, is transparent, and yeah, this is not for watercolor. Very again, very light fast. It's a bit staining. And what about granulation? So this is a G3. I'm not sure if that's the lower or the higher. I'm thinking that it's probably the higher level of granulation, but because well, not the higher, I can see here there's a G4, but we'll see. The next one is the Indian yellow, and it's G1, so we'll compare them and we'll have the answer, I guess. So this Apparel Orange is a one pigment, but it's made with a cadmium pigment. It's PO20. So if you obviously if you don't use cadmiums, well, you should stay away from that color. I really like it, and I mean I normally don't make that choice to avoid cadmiums. Really, I'm not able to tell whether this is more granulating than the other. Anyway, they're both quite staining, very light fast, and this one is made with PY65. It does look very bright to me for an Indian yellow, which I think of a bit more muted, just because of other couple of brands I have. This is raw sienna. It's made with PBR7. It's non-staining, a very light, fast, and very transparent color. Okay, so next is quinacridone lake, made with PV19, and it's a very, very violet PV19. I have a couple other ones, but they're not at all like this one. This one is very purple, very beautiful. Again, very light, fast, very staining and transparent, this one. Next one, green gold, which I'm quite interested in swatching. I've seen a couple of videos ago. I've seen one of the YouTubers I follow, Natasha Newton. She's a very, very talented, amazing artist. I love her style and her videos. If you don't know her, which I doubt it, but if you don't, go check her out. And she bought this color, which is a very interesting color. It's called again, green gold, and wow, it does feel like gold. It does look like gold. Very nice. Next one, it's Ultramarine Deep. Oh, this is very rich blue. This is semi-opaque, not very staining, very light fast. You tell me if it's granular. I mean, these two, they look to me as if they're granulating, but they have total opposite ratings, so I'm at loss with that, truly. But this is made with a PB29, which is normally a granulating color pigment, I think. Tell me if I'm wrong, guys. I'm trying to learn about pigments, so any help will be very much appreciated. Next color, it's Turquoise Cobalt, which I can already tell I'm going to love. It's number 4 granulating, so this is or the highest or the lowest of the bunch. It's very, very light fast. I mean, the highest rating for light fastness. Oh, this is nice. I love this color. It's not very staining and it's semi-opaque. Now the next one is Phthalo Turquoise. I love turquoises. They make me think of the ocean, which I love, I absolutely love. They make me think of Sardinia, which is my favorite place in the whole world. So yeah, wow, this is a very, very beautiful color there. This is probably my favorite one of them all. This is made with PB 15.4 and yeah, non-staining and very light fast and a transparent color. I should have probably put a line there like I did with the Daniel Smith, but for some reason I didn't do it for these other color. I'm sorry guys, it's a learning curve for me. Next one is Versino Violet, which I never heard of, and it has a fun name. It's really funny to me. Verza in Italiano, it's a not very popular vegetable, and I don't know, it doesn't really make much sense that it would be violet. It's sort of a kale, the vegetable, and yeah, you wouldn't really relate it with the violet. I mean, you have some violet kale, not the Verza though. Okay, this is a one pigment again. All of these colors are one pigment colors, which I like. This is Quinacridone PR122. It's a very light, fast pigment, transparent and staining color. This is nice as well. Yeah, I like them all. Really. This again is, these are some nice color. Probably these three are my favorite, the ones that I would probably buy immediately if I were to be in a shop right now. But yeah, I'll probably jump back here when I have all these swatches dried, so we can have a last look to it. And yeah, I'll see you in a second for you and a couple of minutes for me. Okay, so it's the next day and everything is completely dry here. So yeah, I have to say these Schmincke are a bit muted and not very pigmented. I mean, compared to these Daniel Smith and Maimeri Blu chart, I mean, look, I'm not sure if it's a particular kind of colors, but I mean, it's not a usual thing within the Schmincke brand. I mean, I have some colors and they're really, really bright and pigmented. These seem to be granulating but not so saturated in color. Unless I haven't... But yeah, I did put water and I did wait as well, so I'm not sure what happened there. I've checked and it's not like a special edition or something. Actually, it says high brilliance colors, and doesn't look like that to me, at least for these colors. And yeah, not particularly impressed with any of those. A little bit maybe by this Mars Black, but just for the granulating property really. And these two, I would buy them all. Yeah, they really look amazing. These Jadeite Genuine might be my favorite, and the Serpentine Genuine as well. Obviously they're Primatech, so. And these are also all very beautiful. I really have to say I am quite impressed with the Maimeri Blu sort of packaging as well. It came with all the info, even though I could not understand the granulating part of it. But yeah, and while I was checking it out, I read on the back of it, which I didn't before, and apparently the whole line is made from 90 colors that are a single pigment. So if you are someone who takes that in consideration, you know that now. And they really look beautiful. They have a very nice flow to them, and yeah, I will probably think of getting myself these, at least these three in the future, because I think they're really beautiful color, and for a PV19 this is a very interesting shade. So yeah, I'm really happy to have them with as a reference. Me being so cheap, I really am fighting the temptation of using the dots for some kind of painting. But yeah, I will try and restrain myself. And I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps my channel out. And if you did, you might also consider subscribing to the channel if you're not already. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!